Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you again this shawl because the video effect is so blur, was so blur in the previous video, so I want to make this video again, and I will change my sample yarn with cotton yarn for you can see that more easily. Okay, I hope that you can use that shawl. It's not triangle, it's like a cloak, and you can use it everywhere. It's so simple, only making puff stitches and V stitches you can see here. I like it very much. It's so fast crocheting. Hope you like it. I used for this sample, little sample, one ball. It's 100 grams, and 100 grams is 540 meters. Okay, and I use 2.2 millimeter hook with this yarn. If you want to make a big shawl with like this category of yarn, this is size 1, you need 3 balls of yarn, 300 grams of 540 meters yarns. Okay, it's equal to that 100 grams. Hope you will like and you will try. Hope I will explain it well and it's clear this time. If you're ready, we can start to crochet our beautiful puff stitch cloak or big shawl. Let's start crochet. This time I will use cotton yarns and I want to show you more easier with that yarn. And I will use with that 3 millimeter hook. You can change your hook with your yarn. First of all, make a slip knot. Then chain 4 or 5. It's about your hand and yarn and hook. Turn back to the first one. Grab your yarn and join 2 sides together with slip stitch. Then 1, 2, 3 chains. Yarn over. Count as the first taken yarn. After that, insert that little hole. Grab your yarn, pull through. Yarn over, insert into the same, pull through. Yarn over, insert into the same, pull through. You can make it 4 or 5 times. I have 4 times now. Pull through and left 2 loops together, pull through 2. Make my first puff. Then chain 2. Then add here 5 puffs more with between of them 2 chains. Yarn over, insert into the same space, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, 4. You can do that 5 or 6 times. Okay. Pull through all of them, left here 2 loops, pull through together, chain 2, and I will complete here 6 puff stitch, between of them 2 chains. I complete the first row. Chain 1 and turn my work. Always we start 1 slip stitch, come to the first chain 2 space. Then again chain 3, count as first pull. After chain yarn over and make my puff again, 2, 3 and 4. Count as the first one. Pull through and pull through 2. Chain 2, yarn over and make 1 more puff in the same space. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through and pull through 2. Always we will make the first corner in first space, and always you will do that in the first chain 2 space. After chain 2, come to next space and make your puff 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2 and make 1 more puff in the same space. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2, come to next. You will make 5 groups like that. you need to be make your puffs so long. It will be more good. Okay. Chain 2, come to next. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2, do it again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2. This is beginning group and this is finishing group, always same. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2 and make one more puff. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. We complete the second row and we have 5 groups with 1 puff, 2 chains, 1 puff. Chain 1 and turn my work and we will start our third row. Now again we make slip stitch. You know that we always do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 chains count as the first pull, then yarn over. This is second, the third and the fourth. Pull through and pull through 2. Chain 2 and make one more puff. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. I come between of these two groups, second chain 2 space, chain 2, yarn over, insert into the second chain 2 space and make here double, chain 2 and make one more double, chain 2, come to next chain 2 space and make this again, puff, chain 2 puff, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2 and again 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2. Come to next middle of these two group and make here V stitch. Double, chain 2, double. Come to middle group and do the same thing. Next space V. Next space make this group, next space make V and do the last group on the last chain 2 space. Complete the third row after turn 2. Complete the third row, 1 puff group, 1 V stitch, 1 puff group, 1 V stitch. Okay, after chain 1 and turn, first chain 2 space I made my puff group. Now this row is so easy. Chain 2 and come to V stitch chain 2 space and make my puff group again. 2, 3 and 4. Chain 2 and make one more puff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 2. Come to next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull through 2. Chain 2, chain 1, chain 3. It's your choice. Okay, how you feel comfortable and it's looking more usual, you can make your chains like that. Do the same thing here, do the same thing here, do the same thing here. Puff, chain 2, puff, chain 2, come to next space and between of them always chain 2. Make your puff groups, complete this fourth row and I will turn to you. I complete the fourth row. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. Now we will start to increase our shawl again and it's so simple. I will start the fifth row and make my first puff group in the first chain 2 space. Now chain 2 and I want to explain that to you can see here V stitch. We make our increases on the V stitch and we have 5 corners. This is first one, always puff, This is second one, always puff. This is the center, always puff. This is the fourth, always puff, and this is the fifth corner, the finishing corner, always puff. You will make your increases this V stitches. Don't forget that you will keep always your 5 corner. This is my first corner. Chain 2, yarn over, come to on the V stitch puff, on the first puff stop, and make here 1 V stitch, double, chain 2, double. We start repeating pattern after this row. So we made our first increasing V on the first puff. After that, chain 4 or 5, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over. If your yarn more thinner, you can make here 5 chains. Insert into the second puff stop and make here V stitch. Chain 2 this time, because I come to corner. I will come corner and left corner with 2 chains. I need to keep this puff, so make here 1 puff, 3, 4, chain 2 and make 1 more puff. Chain 2, left this corner with chain 2. Come here, I see V stitch and I need to make here now increase. So insert into the first puff and make double. Chain 2 and double, make my V stitch. After 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains, yarn over, insert into the second puff stop and make V stitch again. I will tell you what will we do with these 4 chains next row. Chain 2, because I come to the third corner and make here puff, 2, 3 and 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make 1 more puff, 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull through 2. Left the corner with chain 2. Come here and see here V stitch, make 1 V, then chain 4, then make the second V and come to corner with chain 2 and make your corner puff, chain 2, puff, and left the corner with chain 2. See the V stitch, so need to increase this time V, chain 4, V, come to last corner with chain 2 and make your last corner. I complete this 5th row after turn to you. I complete the 5th row. You will remember that 1 row we make puff stitches, 1 row we will make our increase with V stitches. Now we are on the puff stitch row. Start the 6th row and start with slip stitch and make my corners puff group. Always keep the corners, don't forget you have 5 corners. Then chain 2 and come to first next chain 2 space and make my puff group here, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make 1 more puff, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through 2. Now not make any chains. Remember we have here 4 chains or 5. Insert my hook, this chain 4 space, grab my yarn and join this puff group with single crochet here. Then yarn over and come to the next chain 2 space and make my puff group, 2, 3 and 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make 1 more, 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull through 2. I come to second corner with chain 2, don't forget, and make my group here, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make 1 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through 2. Left the corner with chain 2 and come to first V. Make here my group, 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make 1 more puff here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2. This time not make any chains. Insert my hook chain 4 or 5 which you made. Grab your yarn, join with a single crochet. So it gets us to this triangle looking. Yarn over, come to next chain 2 space and make my group again. Make my puff, chain 2, make one more puff in the same space. I come to the third corner with chain 2, don't forget it. Then make my corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through 2, chain 2 and make one more puff in the same space, 3 and 4. Then chain 2 and come here, make your puff group, then not make any chains and join with a single crochet in this chain 4 space. Then make your puff group, chain 2 and come to the fourth corner. Do the same thing, complete the 6th row. I complete and turn to you. I complete the 6th round and start with the 7th with my first puff group, first corners. Now you can see that we are on the V stitch, we are on the increasing row. So we will increase our puffs. Look at here, 1, 2, now we need to make here 3. I will show you and always you will keep repeating both 2 rows. Now complete the first corner, chain 2, yarn over and I will insert my hook, first puffs top and make here V stitch, double, chain 2 and double. Between of 2 V we have 4 or 5 chains, 3 and 4. Yarn over and look at here, I have one left here, one puff because I come to corner, so I make my increase between of them because I need to increase that 2 to 3. I have here single crochet, I insert my hook here and make here one more V, double, chain 2 and make one more double, then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will make this time not next to first puff, insert the second puff stop and make a double, chain 2 and double. So now I have here 3 V stitch. First one is on the first puff stop, second is on the single crochet between of them, third one is the second puff of the last puff stitch. Then chain 2 and come to second corner and make my puff group, 2, 3 and 4, chain 2 and make one more puff, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then left the corner with chain 2 and look at here, make first V here, second here, the third here, insert into the first one and make my V stitch, 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains, yarn over, insert into the single crochet stitch and make my second V, 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains and make my increase, last group's second puff stop and make here last V. Between of them 4 chains and we increase 2 to 3, then chain 2 and come to third corner and make puff group. After make your increase, 1 here, 1 here and 1 here. I complete this 7th row and turn to you. Start this 8th one and start with my corner, make my chain 2. This row is so easy, you know, come to first chain 2 space and make my group, make my first puff, chain 2 and make one more puff, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then not make any chains and insert a chain 4 space, join with a single crochet. Then yarn over and come to next chain 2 space and make here my puff group 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2, chain 2 and make one more puff, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2, then come to next chain 4 space and join with a single crochet. Yarn over, come to next chain 2 and make my puff group 2, 3 and 4. Pull through 2, chain 2 and make one more. Come to corner with chain 2, don't forget, and make your corner. Keep repeating like that, don't forget the corners. Make your corner, chain 2, after make your group, then join with a single crochet. Make your puff stitches, join with a single crochet. Make your puff group, then chain 2 and come to third corner. Repeating that 8th row like that, and I will show you how you can increase the V one more time. After you will keep repeating both 2 rows and finish your shawl easily. I complete 8th row and turn to you. I complete the 8th row and I want to show you how you can increase, and I want to tell you always keep your corners. Okay, you have 5 corners. This row, previous row, we have 3V. Now we need to make here 4V. So you will make your increase V always last puffs before single crochet. Okay, always you will make your V's on the first puffs which you have, it doesn't matter. But when you make your increasing V on the last puffs before single crochet, then make your last V on the last group's second puff stop. Like that I will show you, and always you will keep repeating as same as. Chain 2 because it's corner. Yarn over. Here V stitch, need to increase. Insert my hook, first puff stop and make double. Chain 2 and double, make my V stitch. Then 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains. V stitch, yarn over, come to first puff stop and make here double, chain 2 and double. Look at here, this is my last puff group. After these rows, look at here, you have a lot of V stitch. So make first one, make first one, make first one, make first one, make first one. Oh, this is last group. I make my increase on the last single crochet and make my last V on the second puff. I hope explained well. Okay, look at that. First. When I come to the last group, make my increase on the last single crochet and make my last V on the second puff. You will keep repeating. Look at that, this is the last row. Make first one, first, and this is last. Look at here, make the increase on the last single crochet and make my last V, this group's V, on the second puff. Hope explained well and it's clear. Now, so 3 to 4, 1, 2, this is my last group. 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains, yarn over and come to my last single crochet and make here double, chain 2 and double. Then 1, 2, 3 and 4, this is my increasing V, and this groups V, not make next to it, make the second of them. Double, chain 2 and double. Then chain 2 and keep the corner, puff, chain 2 and puff. After chain 2 and come to first, make V, chain 4, come to first and make V, chain 4, and this is last group. Make my increasing V, this single crochet, chain 4 and make the second puff stop, last V, and increase 3 to 4, like that. You can take a screenshot if you have confusing about that. Always make increase last single crochet and make last groups V on the second puff. It's so simple. After that, make puff stitch every chain 2 space, come to the corner with chain 2 and left corner with chain 2. These puffs, between of these puffs, this increasing part, not make any chains, you will join them with single crochet, that chain 4 or 5, so it looking like this triangle effect. Hope you like it, and it will be clear now. If you have any questions, please leave me comments, and also don't forget subscribe to my channel. You can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest, and on Etsy as the same name, Crochet with Gigi. Hope to see you in new videos. Have a nice day. Bye bye.